I'm sitting next to my wife Megan right now, flipping through old photos from what should have been my sister's perfect wedding day. Megan spent 8 months planning every single detail. She did it all for free, out of pure love, hoping to finally be accepted into my family. I always believed family was supposed to be your safe place. Then one text message from my sister shattered everything. What I didn't expect was that same message would change our lives in ways none of us saw coming. Before I tell you what that text message said, I want to know where you are watching from tonight. Drop your city in the comments below. If you have ever had family turn on you when you least expected it, hit that like button right now. And if you have not subscribed yet, this is the moment, because what happened next is something I never saw coming. Trust me, you are going to want to hear how this story ends. So let me take you back to where it all started 8 months before my sister Diana's wedding day. My name is Bradford, and I am 32 years old. I work as a software engineer in Northern California, and I have spent most of my life trying to make peace with the fact that I was never the favorite child. Diana is 3 years older than me. Growing up, she was everything our parents wanted in a daughter. She was beautiful, outgoing, charming, and she knew exactly how to work a room. Every family gathering revolved around her. Every holiday photo featured her front and center. Our mother Linda adored her in a way that was impossible to miss. Me, I was the quiet one, the kid who preferred books over parties, the son who got good grades but never got the same applause. When Diana graduated from college, our parents threw her a massive celebration. They rented out a restaurant, invited 50 guests, and gave speeches about how proud they were. When I graduated 2 years later with honors, we had dinner at home. Just the 4 of us. Mom made lasagna and said congratulations between bites. I learned early on not to compete with Diana. It was not a fight I could win, so I accepted my place in the family hierarchy and focused on building my own life. I told myself that family is family no matter what. You love them, even when it hurts. That belief would be tested in ways I never imagined. 4 years ago, I met Megan at a charity event downtown. She was working as the event coordinator, running around with a clipboard, making sure every detail was perfect. I watched her spend 10 minutes helping an elderly guest find a comfortable seat. She adjusted the lighting because someone mentioned it was too bright. She remembered every volunteer's name. I knew right then that she was different. We started dating a month later. Megan was everything I never knew I needed. She was kind in a way that felt almost old-fashioned. She genuinely cared about people. She listened when others talked. She remembered the little things, birthdays, favorite foods, random stories you told her once and forgot about. We got married 2 years ago in a small ceremony at a garden venue outside the city. It was intimate, maybe 40 guests, but it felt right. Diana came, though she spent most of the reception on her phone. At one point, she looked around at our modest decorations and said, "Interesting choice of venue." The words dripped with something I chose to ignore. Megan noticed. She always noticed. But she never complained. Instead, she doubled down on trying to win Diana over. She sent birthday cards, Christmas gifts, thoughtful messages on random days. Diana rarely responded. When she did, it was usually a single word. Thanks. Nothing more. I told Megan not to take it personally. Diana was like that with everyone. But deep down, I knew the truth. My sister simply did not think Megan was good enough. Then, everything changed. 14 months ago, Diana called me with news. She was engaged to a man named Kevin, a corporate lawyer from a well-connected family. Diana was over the moon. She talked about wanting the wedding of the year, a celebration that would make everyone jealous. Then she said something that caught me completely off guard. I want Megan to plan it. I almost dropped the phone. What? She is a professional, right? An event coordinator. I want the best for my wedding, and she clearly knows what she is doing. I did not know what to say. Part of me was skeptical. Diana had never shown Megan any warmth. But another part of me, the part that still wanted to believe in family, felt a spark of hope. Maybe this was Diana's way of extending an olive branch. Maybe she was finally ready to accept my wife. That night, I told Megan about the request. Her face lit up in a way I had not seen in months. Really? She wants me to plan it. That is what she said. Megan was quiet for a moment, processing. Then she smiled. This could be a fresh start for us as a family, Bradford. I want to do it. Are you sure? Wedding planning is a lot of work? I am sure. And I want to do it for free. No charge. This is family. I should have seen the warning signs right then. But hope has a way of blinding you to the obvious. So I said yes, and Megan threw herself into planning what would become the most elaborate wedding she had ever coordinated. Over the next 8 months, Megan worked harder than I had ever seen her work. She was already busy with her regular job, but she carved out every spare moment for Diana's wedding. She booked a stunning vineyard estate in Napa Valley for the ceremony and reception. She negotiated with a high-end caterer to create a custom menu featuring Diana's favorite dishes. She found a florist who imported fresh flowers from Ecuador. She hired a live jazz band, a professional photographer, a videographer who had worked on celebrity weddings. The guest list grew to 170 people. The budget climbed to nearly $50,000 funded by our parents and Kevin's family. But the actual planning, the hundreds of hours of phone calls, emails, site visits, and coordination, that was all Megan. I watched her stay up until 2 in the morning, perfecting seating charts. I saw her skip lunches to take calls with vendors. She lost weight from the stress but insisted she was fine. It is worth it, she kept telling me. This is for family. Here is the detail that would matter most later. Almost every vendor contract was signed in Megan's name. She was the professional with the industry connections, so it made sense for her to be the point of contact. She also put down deposits from her own bank account, about $12,000 total. Diana promised to reimburse her after the wedding. I remember asking Megan if she was comfortable fronting that much money. "Diana is your sister," she said. "I trust her. I wish I had pushed harder. I wish I had insisted on getting the reimbursement up front. But I wanted to believe the best in my sister just like Megan did. That was our first mistake." 3 months before the wedding, something shifted. Diana started calling Megan with complaints. Small things at first. The napkin color was slightly off from what she imagined. The font on the invitations felt too formal. The appetizer menu needed tweaking. Megan handled every request with grace. She made changes without argument, always apologizing, even when she had done nothing wrong. But Diana's criticism grew sharper. 2 months out, she demanded a complete overhaul of the dinner menu because she had seen something similar at a friend's wedding and did not want to seem unoriginal. The caterer charged an extra $1,500 for the rush changes. Diana did not offer to cover the difference. Then Diana started complaining about the venue itself, the same vineyard estate she had personally selected after Megan showed her 7 different options. "The lighting is going to be weird in the afternoon," Diana said during one call. "Why did you let me pick this place? We can adjust with professional lighting," Megan replied, keeping her voice steady. "I will talk to the rental company. You should have warned me about this from the beginning." Megan bit her tongue. She always bit her tongue. I started noticing changes in my wife. She smiled less. She slept poorly. When I asked if everything was okay, she would force a cheerful expression and say Diana was just stressed about the wedding. Normal bride stuff. Then Amber entered the picture. Amber was Diana's college roommate and maid of honor. I had met her a few times over the years and never liked her. She had a way of complimenting you that somehow felt like an insult. Her eyes always seemed to be calculating something. What I did not know was that Amber had tried to start her own event planning business a few years back. It failed spectacularly. She blamed the economy, her partners, her clients, everyone except herself. Now she watched Megan effortlessly coordinate a $50,000 wedding, and something ugly bubbled up inside her. Amber started whispering in Diana's ear, "Are you sure Megan knows what she is doing? I heard the florist she chose had some problems last year. Why is Megan making so many decisions without asking you first? I am just saying she seems to be getting a lot of credit for your wedding." Diana, already stressed and prone to jealousy, absorbed every word. The bridal shower was supposed to be a celebration. Megan had outdone herself, booking a luxury spa resort and planning an entire day of pampering gourmet food and heartfelt activities. The decorations were elegant. The gift bags were personalized. Every detail was flawless. The guests could not stop raving about it. "Megan, this is incredible," one of Diana's aunts exclaimed. "Diana is so lucky to have you. Honestly, this is better than most weddings I have been to." Everyone laughed and nodded in agreement. Someone started clapping, and others joined in. I was there helping with setup, standing near the back of the room. I watched Diana's face as the attention shifted to Megan. Her smile tightened. Her eyes went cold. After the guests left, I found Megan cleaning up while Diana stood nearby with her arms crossed. "Thanks for making my bridal shower all about you," Diana said, her voice dripping with venom. Megan looked up, stunned. "What, Diana? I was just trying to make it special for you." "Sure you were." Diana grabbed her purse and walked out without another word. I tried to follow her to reason with her, but she drove off before I reached the parking lot. When I came back inside, Megan was sitting alone at one of the tables, staring at nothing. "She hates me," Megan whispered. "No matter what I do, she hates me." I wanted to tell her she was wrong, but I was not sure anymore. 5 days before the wedding, I was at my office finishing up a project. My phone buzzed with a text from Megan. "Call me. Now." I stepped outside and dialed her number. She answered on the first ring, but for a moment she did not speak. I could hear her breathing uneven and shaky. "Megan, what is wrong? Diana sent me a message." "Okay. What did she say?" Another long pause. Then Megan read the words that would change everything. "I have been thinking about this for a while. Megan is not welcome at my wedding anymore. She can keep doing her job behind the scenes, but she is not coming to the ceremony or reception. This is my day, and I will not have her stealing attention. Do not try to change my mind." I stood frozen on the sidewalk, the noise of traffic fading into nothing. My sister, my own blood, had just banned my wife from a wedding that my wife had spent 8 months planning, for free. Out of love. "Bradford, are you there?" "I am coming home," I said. "Do not do anything until I get there." I drove faster than I should have. When I walked through our front door, Megan was sitting on the couch with her phone in her hands. Her eyes were red, but she was not crying.